All right, so what is partitioning, guys? So let's say we have a beautiful customers table here. This is like, I don't know, 1 million row of table. 1 million is not that big, guys, by the way. But if I want to pick the name of a customer with this particular ID, 701, right? So you're going to do select name from customer tables where ID equals 700,001. So what the database will do is, well, if you have an index on that table, we're going to use the index and then we're going to land on that particular row on the disk, right? Or if we don't have it, we're going to do a sequential scan, which is that's the worst thing we can do. But we have to scan all these rows until we find the rows we're looking for. Regardless whether you're using an index or sequential scan, scanning a million row is a lot, right? And multiply that by 10 or 1,000, billion rows. That's going to slow things down. Index, large tables are always slow to query, regardless, right? So what do? Partitioning is the idea here is break the table down into smaller pieces so we know we all only work with so many rows instead of larger set of rows. So that's the one idea. Let's break out this 1 million rows into 5 partitions, 5 tables. Partitions are nothing but a table. And we're going to name them customers 200K, customers 400K, customers 600K, customers 800K, and customers 1 million. So that means basically these are the customers between 1 and 200. These are the customers between 201 and 400, customers between 401 and 600, and so on. You get the idea, right? So that's just how we partitioned it. And then the database, magically, you're going to attach these partition to the main table, which is customers table. So customers table is just almost like a parent or inheritance. It doesn't have any data. That actual data exists on these table. So now what I do is I'm going to do the same exact query. Select name from customers table where ID equals 701. And the first question is, I'm going to send that query. What do? Where does this ID exist? And that's a very quick check by the database. It's like 701. Which table should I query? This, or this? It's very easy because which partition is customer 701 in? We have the definitions in this partition. There is metadata attached with it. Where 700 is between 800 and 1 million, which is 600 and 800. So that's exactly the table we need to query. So partition customers 800K, we hit that table immediately. So now I'm working only with 200,000 rows, which is beautiful. I always say, I tweet that the other day, the quickest way to query a table with 1 billion rows is to avoid querying a table with 1 billion rows. And that's what the database do. They just try to, as much as possible, to avoid querying this much data and work with smaller set of data. That's the trick here. All right, so now once I have this, if I have an index, even better, right? I'm going to use the index and then land on customer 700,001, which is Kim in this case.